Meta says it is cracking down on sextortion scams on its platforms. The company says it has removed about 63,000 accounts linked to scams, mostly out of Nigeria. Criminals trick victims into sending nude photos of themselves, then threaten to release the pictures unless the sender pays up. Amy Peakey joins us now. She's the associate managing editor for CBS Money Watch. So let's just start off by asking how scammers are using Meta to find victims.
Yeah, there are a couple ways they're using Meta. I mean, first of all, they're creating fake accounts on Facebook. And this is what Meta announced today, is that they took down 63,000 of these accounts. They make these fake accounts. They use photos of other people, and then they friend you and send messages. They try to gain your trust. And then, after messaging, and it might begin very innocently, like, hey, how are you? Or what are you doing today? They will send a nude photo, which is fake, but ask you to send a nude photo of yourself. And that's when the sextortion scam happens, and they threaten to release your photo widely and, quote unquote, ruin your life unless you send them money. And this is really just a financial scam. They're just trying to get money out of their victims. They are trying to blanket with friend requests or messages. They are indiscriminate, Meta said. I think the good news here is that Meta found that most people don't respond. I think most people are kind of aware that they shouldn't be responding to unsolicited messages from strangers. But they do find victims. So, this is a potentially very damaging and very huge issue. And Meta said they're taking it very seriously because of that. The other way they use Facebook or Meta is that they've created groups. Like on Facebook, they said there were many groups created by these scammers where they exchange tips, they exchange scripts, they coach each other, they teach each other about the most effective ways to scam people and get people to fall for these sextortion scams.
Amy, in some ways it defies belief that people are still doing this after all of the warnings about not responding to unsolicited messages. Don't send nude selfies to anyone on any platform. But I'm wondering, who is not getting that message? Who is the most vulnerable population? Is it young people? How do we protect the people who are still falling victim to this?
Yeah, those are great questions. And we know from research from other groups that they are targeting teens, and that is, very pernicious and can have very awful outcomes, as some CBS News reports have shown. There have been, I think, about 20 deaths by suicide due to these sextortion scams of teenagers. But the Facebook crackdown that they just announced, they found that the scammers were actually targeting U.S. Adult men, which I think is interesting. So, and I think that's just because it's easier for them on Facebook to target adults because there are fewer protections in place. There are more protections on Meta for teenagers. But Meta said they are actually trying some technology to try to tamp down on this. One thing they're doing is that they are introducing a new technology that blurs nude images in Instagram direct messages. I think the idea there is, hey, you get this message, it's blurred, be on alert. There's something wrong here. So they're trying that. And they're also messaging people or showing messages to people who had been contacted by these scammers, the ones they took down the accounts for, to say, hey, this account was a scammer. And, we just want to let you know that. So they're more cautious and more aware of this.
Well, I think also your point about suicide, Amy, is a really important one. And perhaps in addition to the proactive steps that we're taking, it's important to underscore that anybody who does fall victim, ask for help, don't feel shame. Amy Peakey, thank you.
Thank you.